Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the High Moving Podcast. And boy, oh boy, I mean, how long was it going to take for Richard Sherman and Skip Bayless to clash heads, right? I mean, how long was it going to take for Skip Bayless to already starting to annoy one of his new co-hosts already, especially in Richard Sherman? Oh, man, look, I'm going to play a little clip, and I'm going to get back to you guys in a second, so check this out.
Week 4, and he went crazy about the Giants because they hip dropped him, and he said by the grace of God he survived the hip drop. And now we see Jordan Travis.
What
the problem is?
What's crazy is the Geno Smith
Let me
one was
finish,
to
Richard.
avoid a
I'm speaking. I'm speaking. Thank you.
I'll let you speak, but you're not speaking from experience. So stop raising your voice, Skip.
Okay.
Talk to me, Skip.
All right. Are you going to let me speak or not?
Well, you're speaking on something you don't have no experience doing. So, I mean, what point can you really make?
I've covered the game for a lot longer than you've been alive.
You covered the game. Yeah. I've actually played the game longer than you ever played. So, like, what we're talking about is something that actually happens in the game that you can't experience unless you play it.
Does Rich McKay know?
So this whole argument started because they were talking about the drop hit, right? The drop hit that hurt Jordan Travis for the Florida State quarterback, okay? And then, NFL is thinking about getting rid of that rule as well. So, Sherman was basically, Skip was about to give his take, and Sherman was like, yo, you never played. And then, Skip goes, he gets in that mode of, hey, let me speak, and of course, Sherman he has a quick temper, okay? And he's not playing that. And you listen, man, look, Skip needs these guys more than they need Skip, okay? So Skip quickly kind of got away from that. Okay, this ain't Shannon Sharp, where he felt he can get away with it for whatever reason. But, these guys, Keyshawn and Irvin and Shannon and Richard Sherman, they're not playing that, man. Okay, Skip is clearly, you see that. Look, man, Skip is on a short leash with these dudes. Okay, it's not the other way around. All right, these dudes don't have to be there. Okay, if they didn't have to take the contract or whatever, I'm sure they can be fine. Richard Sherman can be fine covering the games on the NFL Network and Amazon Prime and be just good. Keyshawn would have probably landed doing something else outside of being on this show, right? But the way Sherman came at Skip was so funny, man. And he's like, hey, man, don't talk to me like that. Hey, don't raise your voice. I mean, he almost like, he wanted to jump through that screen and come at Skip, man. But I mean, look, man, we know how everything went down with Shannon Sharp, right? Obviously, those two did not get along towards the end, okay? And here we are, just a few months into this, right? About what, 3 months into this, okay? And already Skip pushing buttons, right? So, look, they not stupid. Keyshawn and Richard, they seen what went down. They heard the news. They saw the clips of Skip and Shannon having a beast, and Richard Sherman is not the one to play around like that. So, kudos to Richard Sherman. He gonna stand his ground, and Skip, as far as he wants to be and go back and forth, he can't do that. He can't afford to lose another guy. Could you imagine if Richard Sherman decides to just leave because of stuff like this? Oh, I mean, the show's already struggling as it is now, getting viewership compared to First Take with Shannon Sharp and whatnot. I mean, if news for Richard Sherman to be frustrated early and decide to drop this contract and bounce, massively bad look for Skip Bayless if he doesn't look bad already now, right? So, something to keep in mind, and I thought this was hilarious. I was like, okay, this is the first crack we're seeing of the show. Richard Sherman, he is not playing. Stuff like this was slowly starting to happen when, Skip wouldn't let Sherman talk and everything. This is starting to build. This is how the drama builds up. So we will keep our eye on this going forward, but absolutely hilarious, man. Let me know what y'all think so far with Richard Sherman and the Skip Bayless spat we just seen, man. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.